Hello, folks. This is Paranormal Truth Seeker. Hey, please do me a favor, like and subscribe. I'm going to jump right into our story. Well, jump is a good word. We're going to talk about Spring Killed Jack. Now, basically, he was an unidentifiable assailant that began terrorizing London in 1837. Uh, the first recorded sighting of the individual was by a lady named Mary Stevens. Now, she was walking when this figure leaped out and grabbed her and started clawing at her with his claws. Her screams drew attention, and of course, people came and they weren't able to find him. Now, following this first account, there were several other women reported seeing similar sightings throughout London. According to reports, the attacker was described as shape shifting, ghostly in appearance, with gloves in the shape of claws. Now, other ones said he had pointed ears and a nose like a crow, and there's just different descriptions. But basically, this individual was able to make astounding leaps, and so that's where they gave him the name. Now, this was before Jack the Ripper. Now, the story was believed by a lot of people to be basically gossip and ghost stories until the following year in February, when a young woman named Jane Aslop heard her doorbell ring late at night, and when she answered, he began to take off his clothes, and when he did, he revealed a tight-fitting clothes that resembled a white oilskin. Then he breathed, according to her, blue and white flames into her face and began to cut at her with his claws. Luckily, her sister was able to scare the attacker away. Now, a man named Thomas Milbanks was arrested and tried for the attack on Jane. However, due to her insistence the attacker could breathe fire, he wasn't convicted. Just a few days later, a similar account was reported by an 18-year-old woman named Lucy Scales. She was out walking with her sister in Limehouse when a figure leaped at her from an alley and blew flames into her face, leaving her in a state of hysteria. The attacker left the scene and was never found, though several men were brought in for questioning. So what we see that this individual is going around, he's making these attacks on women, he's making these leaps, he's taking off, and we can't find him. Now, these kind of reports went on until about 1904. I believe was the last time that they heard from him. It was kind of the same type descriptions when people saw this. One of the stories that I had read about the individual, whoever he was or whatever it was, is that he actually attacked some people in law enforcement. He would bounce past them, slap them in the face, and kind of bounce off. And so a lot of people thought that it was somebody who maybe had a background in circus or circus training or something like that. Very skilled at what he did. It wasn't a ghost or demon or some sort of monster or cryptid. It was actually a person doing it. Well, he never was found out. And so that's an interesting story. I would just tell you to look into some of the stories for yourself. Like I told you in the beginning when I started making these videos, I would kind of just present you with the information, allow you to draw your own conclusions. And again, the more you look into this, the more interesting it is. Some people would say it's cryptid, others demons, ghosts, whatever. So I would just challenge you to look into it for yourself. I'd like to see what your comments are on who you think it might be or what it might be. Was it a ghost, a demon, or something else? Look forward to seeing your comments again. Please like and subscribe. And if you have something you would like to see me cover in one of my videos and talk about, please leave it in the comments. Thank you.